there's so much less control. I think that's a really important thing that underlines what I'm talking about here, is that photography is become out of control, and in some ways we're a little bit fearful of photography now because we're constantly being surveyed and it's used in other means. But thinking about that control, the relationship that she had with Green and Milton, and I really love the fact that she went through their contact prints and put crosses through them. I think this is a fantastic, liberating, in many ways, control of her own image and how it was seen. But I mean, this is like the second act. The first act is that relationship with the photographer and the lens and that choreography. So I'm just going to switch between reading and talking, and some images that I really like of Marilyn Monroe. For this short presentation, I would like to consider the concept that Marilyn Monroe was as much a photographer as she was an actress and model. It is well known that she had an interest in photography well before modelling or acting, and that she kept her first camera, a Kodak box Brownie, in her chest of beloved valuables. So this fact that's not probably as well known, but that she kept that camera and it was cherished by her as her own lens and tool. Perhaps she was a model. Perhaps she was a model who could photograph, or at the very least certainly understood the mechanics of photography in regard to lighting, choreography, and importantly the performance of her own body in relation to focal length, lens angle, and control. So I'd argue that this understanding of focal length, lens, cameras, even film stock, and that control is what created her aura or radiance. And that the camera and this controlled performativity, which became her whole life for dark and light sides, was what made her understanding of working in front of the camera. Dr. Sue Gillett, from her essay in the catalogue, The Making of Marilyn Monroe, Sue says that for Marilyn, acting was a verb, and a dynamic one at that. She didn't simply want to be an actor, a noun, a thing, a state of being. She wanted to act, which meant doing, working, studying, improving, developing. From the beginnings of her early career in photography, many photographers claimed, some of those historians happen to be in the room, that her success would never have happened if she hadn't cooperated so wholeheartedly with so many photographers. It is, of course, also rumoured, or perhaps there are facts to show that she also slept with many of these photographers. Photography, where Monroe felt she had much more control under the choreography and direction in a collaborative, kind of performative way, was the paramount and important in the process of making and understanding herself. So I've got a few quotes here, but I think this is a great one from Lawrence Shearer. And it reads, "As I lifted the Nikon with my 105mm lens, which is the classic kind of portrait lens, telephoto lens, Marilyn smiled at me and I pressed the shutter. Immediately, I realized I had the shot. In fact, Marilyn had shown me what other photographers who had shot her knew, that when she turned herself to the camera, the photographer didn't have to be more than a mechanic. It was almost as if she were both the shooter and the subject." So I think this really highlights that relationship and control that she had. At that moment, I knew Marilyn knew more about photography than what I did. So I think to kind of finish on a positive note, that the relationships that were built up with some of the photographers and people that she worked with were definitely a positive thing. And I think only through those relationships could the photographers get an image like this one, where she's actually let her guard down. But I think is one of the most powerful, and for me, one of the most powerful and interesting images of Marilyn Monroe. So I hope I could talk about those maybe performance things a bit more, but I'm running out of time, so I'll finish there.